Welcome back to Circle Club Entertainment for yet another Diecast review. We are slowly finishing up the Darlington Throwbacks reviews for the Hendrick Motorsports cars. This one right here is going to be Alex Bowman and his 2023 Ally Darlington Throwback number 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. This is another great throwback diecast. Of course, I got this one in the 4-pack, but in reality, you could also get this car in the singles as well, the single gold box diecast, the gold series. This one was picked up in the 4-pack, and we only have one more car to go after this one, but this is going to be about the Alex Bowman car today. To start this video off, we're going to talk about who is this a throwback of. This car is a throwback to his spotter, Kevin Hamlin, and his old 2007 Busch Series car, which is pretty interesting. He's doing another crew member throwback. Of course, we got the Greg Ives one in 2021, which is a pretty interesting throwback, to say the least. I had some pretty interesting opinions on that. But today is going to be all about the Kevin Hamlin throwback. Is there a relation there between Kevin Hamlin and Denny Hamlin? Please let me know in the comment section. I don't really know much about these crew members, but it's nice to see them getting highlighted through paint schemes. Without further ado, let's get this diecast review on. So here's the front of this car right here. You're going to have the number 48. You got Hendrick Motorsports right there. You got the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 front end of this car. On the hood, you have a very Texaco Haviland looking hood. I actually have to look this car up to make sure this is accurate looking, but I'm pretty sure that it is. I have trust. The only thing is the font is not going to match very well to the original, I can imagine. It really is. You're going to have a hard time matching that. Oh, here it is. Here's the car. I had a picture of it. It's not the best picture of it, but I have one down here. Not in the video, it's for me. I just have it pulled up on the computer to make this a little easier for me. So, yeah, this is actually a Haviland throwback logo right here. I kind of figured because of the circle and the gold lettering. But yeah, I'm looking at it, and yeah, it pretty much is very similar to that car. So I've never seen that car before this video, which is pretty interesting. If you guys are wondering, here it is. Not the best picture, but you guys can kind of see the resemblance there. So, pretty solid job on the throwback. Now that I see it, I really do wish they would have changed the number font, and we're going to get to that as we look at the side. Nonetheless, you have Ally, ZL1, hood vents, Chevrolet, Bowman, number 48 again. Of course, you have the adjustable splitters, and what I mean by that is the teams can see how low the splitter is. Kind of big and kind of thick, not really accurate in proportions. You have Sunoco, a yellow Goodyear logo on the fenders, but white throwback Goodyears on the wheels. They still did not fix the font for that. The only one that has the proper one is Joey Logano. You have the 75th anniversary logo for NASCAR. You have the NASCAR salutes. The gold number 48, which, yes, is a fool's gold metallic, which is pretty sick. You have Alex Bowman in red and gold. Let's see. You got Chevrolet, Exalta, Cincinnati, Climb, Freightliner, Mac Tools, and Siemens. Man, those are a lot of those sponsors there on the B pillar. You have the little pit arrow indicator, so they know where to lift them up on pit road. Little exhaust. You got Ally. You have Valvoline. Then you have A, Do It Right. The A standing for Ally. You have HendrickCars.com with a bit of a gray swoop starting towards the back. Pretty interesting right there for this paint scheme. You have Chevrolet. I feel like I should have zoomed in a little while ago. My fault. You have Chevrolet, Ally, Do It Right, number 48, Valvoline, Camaro, ZL1. Do It Right on the deck lid, Bowman, and nothing on the roof but a big gold number 48. Now it's time to review the paint scheme. So let's look at these numbers here. Pretty much a gold number 48 with the Hendrick font. This diecast, I know, is going to have like that weird, like subtle outline because of the decaling. But nonetheless, it is a gold 48, which is pretty awesome. And here's the sides. I will say this, though. This thing is missing the black outline. According to this picture that I have right here, it really needs to have a black outline to that number 42. So the fact that it's missing from this it makes it not too accurate, but everything else seems to be all right looking. Just the way the sponsor placements, yeah, it's gonna mess up the throwback because there really should be a little Texaco, little circle over here and not over here. But they're trying, at least with this number placement. I knew the throwbacks are gonna be something pretty difficult with the new number placement. Pretty hard, isn't it? But yeah, gold number 48s all around, which is pretty cool. And like I said, it has the little metallic finish to it. I don't believe the back one has it. Or if it does, it's very, very subtle. I highly doubt it does. Kind of has a normal look to that 48 right there. But everywhere else, it does. Of course, the biofuel logo right there. Let's not forget to point that out. Dark gray wheels. And it's spray painted in white first. Before they put the decals on, of course. You're going to have the front starting out all white. But you're going to have some red starting at the corners. Because that's where these stripes are about to start. So to get this part out of the way, this part of the nose right here, the hood and the top are all the plain white. Just a bit of red bleeding onto the sides of the top profile here, close to where the hood is. But it's mostly white up here. Looking at the sides, you can see the little red swoop. It's going to swoosh into the driver's side window and the passenger window, because it's the same on both sides. A nice little neat red swoop there. Nicely done, very clean. Then, of course, the black is going to swoop in. As you can see, no like weird gradients or nothing, just, you know, flat layer on top of layer. It's pretty simple. Then the black is going to continue all the way across the sides to over the hips right here and onto the very, very subtle, very small portion of the roof right here. And of course, the black over the rear quarter windows right there. You can see the white kind of finishes off right here and stops before a little bit halfway at the start of the rear quarter window. There's another symbol here I just noticed. Some weird, like, logo. That's not a... I don't think that's a decal mess-up. I do believe that's actually a decal of something. I just cannot read it very well. But nonetheless, you have all black in the back here. Pretty much like they dipped this back part in like, black paint. Or just dipped it like that and got a whole bunch of black on there. Pretty cool. Deck lid is all black. Back is all black. But the twist is going to be that little gray swoop towards the back. Pretty interesting. I do not believe that the actual car had that. This car just kind of has it. If you look at the back of the real car, not really any gray there. So maybe this was like a variation of that car. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but all I know is it's a throwback of that Busch Series car that Kevin Hamlin run. I don't have that diecast. That car looks like it has a number, let me see. All the pictures of it I see here are number 42. Oh, there's that little gray swoop. Here's one that has it. It's kind of weird looking. I'm trying to improve these throwback videos by showing off the real cars. So, somebody revving their motorcycle out there. Big deal. You can see the little gray, like, peel up swoop right there. It's kind of covered up by the HendrickCars.com, but they at least tried to get it on there to make it a bit closer to the original. Yeah, pretty simple black, red, and gold and white paint scheme, but I do like the fact that it is pretty close. I do wish they changed the font. I know the Ganassi number 4 and the Hendrick 4 are pretty similar. It's just one's more, like, edgier than the other. What I mean by that is this is kind of more of a defined number 4, where the other one was kind of like a more stylized, but still sort of similar. I still would have tried to get it. Chip Ganassi is no longer in NASCAR. I'm sure they would have allowed them to fix that. And on top of that, the original car was a Dodge, which is pretty cool. Of course, Dodge is not a NASCAR, and you're definitely not going to switch manufacturers for one race. But other than that, it's a pretty good throwback. I'd give this one a pretty solid rating. Probably give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10 throwback-wise. Just a few things that need to be kind of moved around a little bit to get it to look a little more like the original. But other than that, it's not a terrible car. I do like this one a lot. So let's get a 360 view on. So here's the front of the car. Here's the hood. And I'm going to just talk here while I do this 360 view. Ally has a pretty simple approach to throwbacks. Not always accurate, but they at least try to get the big details of their throwbacks. At least you can give them credit for that they at least try. I do like that, you know, Alex Bowman's doing tributes to crew members and even Mark Martin. Alex Bowman definitely has pretty interesting throwbacks. He's like one of those drivers, like, I'm really curious to see what the throwback is going to be for the next season every year. So I got to give this number 48 team an Ally credit for at least trying. They really butchered the Mark Martin number color. So at least they got this one right. Of course, here's the under tray. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for Alex Bowman's 2023 throwback. We still need to get one more done, and that is, of course, the Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson throwback. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you all for checking out this Diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe to join the Cirkule Club. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your Diecast.